The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message.
And the message usually received, DA, thank you. With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
Here's the starting group for Houston.
Go.
Miles with it. Now Miller from deep. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Jacks up a three, and he's good on the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Inside. The layup off target. Here's Houston now. It's a three-point game. And stolen by Miller. To the inside. No good on that one. And it's Houston the other way.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Houston shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Houston moving it around. Misses the three. Gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Miles. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. The shot will not fall. And Houston the other way now.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
Can they get it? It's rebounded by Houston. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Plays it up and banks it in.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
They double-team Walker. Takes it from 10. Shot's good by Cole.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Houston leading by 5. Mark, defended by Miles. Here's Roberts. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Here's Walker. Last game he had 12. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Pass to Roberts. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. 5 to shoot. Picked off in midair. From the wing. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Houston leads by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for Houston. It's not going to go for him. Walker taking his time here. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. And the idea to close down the paint.
Basket counts. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here is Miles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And here's Walker. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Miles. They set the pick. No good on the 3. Houston leading by 9. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. It's Miles on the wing. Not going to go that time, so Houston will take it the other way.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
There's the dish to Roberts. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
Both good from the line that time. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Houston leading by 11. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 1:05 left in the first half. They need this. Rebound by Roberts. And so it's Roberts. He'll bring up the ball for Houston. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Steven Silas wants a timeout. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
And the pass to Wells. Launches it. They get it back. Out to Miller. He dishes it to Wells. Fires the three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. The three bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Drives to the hoop, and so it's Houston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
That one will not be easy, but it's winnable. If they play well, man, they can get that W.
Yeah, you're right. They might not need their A game, but at least they'll need their B game.
What about an A- game?
I used to get in trouble for A-minuses.
Let's turn our attention to that first half, which left a big deficit on the board for the home team.
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. The rebounding delta has been one of the main issues for them. Probably is they're getting bullied, and I'm not sure that they have the players to change that.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Houston leading by 15. Right wing. Here's Mark. Good. Nice job down low. So on the floor for Houston. Miller surveying the floor. Good on the shot.
And then it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. In the corner, Miles with it. Wide open. That one misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Basket good.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Passes it to Miller. Dishes it to Miles. Down low. And no good. Houston leading by 19 points. Good D by Miller.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. .157 left in the third. There's a screen. 18 feet out. Another miss by Houston. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Miles. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Chalk up 2 there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the paint. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul. Shooting for the home team, number 4. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now Walker still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Wells. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 18. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. That's tipped, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Houston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close.
32.
What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. Oh, we have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. And for Houston. Lets it fly from 18. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Down low, here's Miller. Off target at the rim.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Mark. Off target from outside. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
32 at the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got his first bucket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Houston leading by 16. Mark, defended by Miles. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mark. And the three off target. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Miles. He's tightly guarded. Looks for Miller. Gets it to him. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up 5-14. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Mark. Got it. Good job in the low post. And Houston leads by 16. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Miles with it. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Houston moving the ball around, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
And the home team has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Wells, shoots the three, buries the long-range jumper.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Here's Mark into the lane, and they pick up 2.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker in the corner. Off on the layup. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in as we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.